Shakti Shiva Tarot for another read. Allow me to be a clear channel from the divine for those who need it the most. So I did a pre-shuffle, and we've got the 7th house partnership on the table. And this is in the tarot, it's the Justice card. But it also is the 7th house is the house of partners, of partnership. And so it could symbolize partnerships. It could be platonic partnerships, familial partnerships, career, related partnerships, passion project related partnerships, but it also could be romantic partnerships. So this could be engagements, proposals, marriages, the commitment of a relationship moving to the next level, whatever that be. Like if you're dating, then maybe it is becoming exclusive. If you're already exclusive, maybe it's moving into more committed relationship, or just a more serious relationship, because we also do have Capricorn that came out as well. So when I see these two cards together, someone is about to communicate that they want to be in a more serious, committed relationship, whatever next level that is for you in the situation that you are in. If you're single, then maybe that is like, hey, let's date, let's be exclusive, right? Like that type of thing. Okay. For those of you who have been dealing, I feel like there's heavy Capricorn on the table here, but I also feel, because like this Capricorn card in the tarot is also the devil, and the devil did come out in the pre-shuffle as well. So there could have been temptations, desires, codependencies, toxic behaviors, toxic relationships, addictive personalities, addictions, right? And so I feel like, because it also came out with this Prince of Wands, I feel like if somebody is wanting to, like if somebody has been bound by like desires, bound by addictions, bound by, I want to say sexual desires, specifically seeing these two cards here, especially with the 8 of Wands that came out as well. It's like we're kind of someone, whether this is you or your person, we're kind of borderline walking on some borderline dangerous territories because of this devil energy, and this, it's just this very promiscuous, addictive, codependent, toxic, right, energy, obsessive maybe even. But so I feel like if somebody was bound to something, let's say an addictive behavior pattern, like even like addicted to sex, addicted to drugs, addicted to negative thinking, addicted to someone that was not good for them, addicted to, right? Okay, I feel like there's a person here, whether that be you or your person, that wants to remove this bond from this codependency, whatever that codependency is, whatever that addictive behavior might be, whatever is this like temptive, obsessive energy that's only harming them. There is this person, I feel like, wants to break away from this toxic bond, break away from this behavior, because this is somebody who has grown in their maturity. Look how beautiful this card is. Somebody that is very connected to the earth. Somebody that is ready for something that is more grounded, more committed, more serious. And so let's say maybe this is a person or people that you have to let go of that are carrying this kind of behavior, right? Maybe this is you having to let go of these people in order to be in a more grounded relationship with yourself. I feel like that could be something that you're working on. Other people, this is your person letting go of these addictive patterns, these addictive behaviors, and wanting to release their bonds from that, and working on grounding their own energy and grounding themselves. There's a truth that is wanting to come to the surface, whether there's a potential to use your intellect and your to use your intellect to tap into the truth, because the sword of truth is being revealed to you. It's like the sun is rising, you're receiving breakthroughs, ahas, information, messages. This could even be communication coming through from somebody who communicates that they want to release these bonds. Maybe this is finally somebody telling you, I want to be I don't want to be friends anymore. I want to be in a more serious relationship with you. I want to go to the next level. Let's date. Let's be exclusive. Let's commit. Let's get married. Let's move in together. Whatever that next level is, this is about that communication is coming. So this relationship is getting serious, okay? And for those of you who aren't with anybody, then that means that the next person that enters your life, especially if they enter in now during this eclipse season, you better believe they're going to be a very serious person in your life. We also have void of course, moon, missing, and part of fortune increase. Ooh, so this tells me something that was missing in your life, something that you may felt like that you had lost, right? Something that I feel like this is something reappearing. It's something in your life is increasing. This could be financial abundance. It could be love. It could be friendships, right? Maybe you're getting into new friendships, new partnerships that are familial, that are career related, that are friendship related. But for some of you, I feel like it is romantic. If you are in already a romantic relationship, it's going to go to the next level wherever you're at. Let's say for those of you that you're already married and you're like, oh, where could it possibly go? Well, maybe this is more emotional, right? Maybe bro, you can't write this. Partnership. Yeah. And I mean, these are like lovebirds, you know. Juno and Jupiter, they were lovers, but it was a tumultuous relationship. You know, their love had a lot of obstacles and a lot of battles that they had to go through individually and together, battling outside forces as well as their own internal things that were going on. But this card this card tells me that if you are in a relationship, or you're, you know, in a dynamic with somebody that is tumultuous, that you're feeling like, should I stay or should I go? This is about putting that effort to in a healthier dynamic with relationships. Like if you don't know how, this is about like learning how to do that, not just, oh, it's not working and letting go. Because what ends up happening, right, is that, let's say we have that wound, that thing that wants to be seen, right? It's a repeating pattern and we just keep shifting out the partners. It does not matter. That pattern, that wound is palpitating inside of you and is always going to energetically vibe out someone that is going to trigger that wound so you can see it, so you can finally release it. And unless you do that, it doesn't matter if you say next, the next person that comes in is going to repeat the same pattern. So there's always going to be that one person that comes that like forces you to look at this pattern. And sure, you could be like, peace out, on to the next, or go and stay. Like if you're looking for soul evolution, this is the soul evolution trying to evolve out of those old patterns. But if you just say, oh no, this person's no good for me, I'm gonna go try and find another person, that person's gonna come in and trigger the same wound, because that wound is still live and vibrating and palpitating inside of you. Does that make sense? It's like a broadcast. You are broadcasting out, I need somebody to teach me this betrayal wound, this abandonment wound, this rejection wound, this humiliation wound, whatever it is. Some of us signed up for a lot of these ones, right? If you're someone like me, you signed up to experience a lot of these wounds. And so, you know, you can be like, okay, yeah, on to the next. But look at that. I definitely feel like twin flame counterpart vibes here, right? 2 twin. Gemini is the sign of the twins. says cross-pollinate, partnership. This is about, look at that, the sun. I'm going to keep it and keep going. I feel like you are the source of each other's, like you are the sun in each other's lives, you know? But with that light illuminates all your shadows. And so, you know, those shadows need to be illuminated so that way we can purify them, so that way we can work past them, so that way we don't remain chained to these lower frequencies. And I feel like that's what this energy is showing me that it wants to break away from, right? Somebody is using their sword of intellect to cut through the bullshit, cut through the old chains of this lower frequency, this toxic energy, because it's like this person is recognizing themselves through the mirror of this other, okay? 8-8, one with self, blossoming. Look at that. I happen to put my lotus flower earrings on, and the reason why I love the lotus is because the lotus teaches us that even if we are born in the dark, even if we are in the dark, right? The lotus is born in muddy waters, unpurified waters, dark, murky waters, and yet it still rises every single day. And you know what's interesting is the lotus flower. When I was in India, there was a lotus pond in the ashram that I was staying at, and every morning it would come up. But it would only come up when the sun was out. And sometimes, like on a rainy day, they wouldn't come out because the sun wouldn't be out. And you could see them just submerge underneath the water, but they wouldn't come out because the sun wouldn't come out. Or maybe they'd take a little bit longer that day to come out, right? But they still would emerge. They were still there. But at night also they would go back into under submerged water, because it's like in that place there's this deep submergence and this opportunity for us to heal, right? And be still and be with our darkness and be with our stillness. And there's nothing wrong with that darkness. I feel like this is where the shadows get misinterpreted, right? The shadow is a part of who we are, and it is meant for us to see those shadows and love ourselves anyways. Love ourselves through those shadow aspects that want to come up. We send those shadows love. It's still a part of who we are, and it's a part of our growth process. And the lotus flower is that reminder that when we sit in that stillness and become one with ourselves, that blossoming will happen naturally. Then the 8-8, oh wow, these were both 8-8, 8-8, aqua and red. Path of least resistance. Choose ease and grace. Look at that. Look at this card, how perfectly it symbolizes the duality, right? One side is very colorful and one side is black and white. And maybe this is you and your person. Maybe one of you loves to wear colors and the other person loves to wear black and white. I think I said this in the last read. Duality, the yin and the yang. But together they create this beautiful work of art, right? And we see the checkerboard, which is also duality, right? And like I said, we are both shadow and light. And this is about knowing that we don't have to be in either or. We can be right down the center. We can have one foot in both worlds because we are both, right? But also I feel like this is just another sign that this is very twin flame duality. You guys are probably opposites but have the same soul, so you express yourselves differently, but maybe you have a lot of things in common, or maybe you don't have anything in common, but the way that you think is the same, and the way that you guys you guys think the same, and maybe you have same likes, like you're interested in the same things, but like I said, one is the dark and one is the light, right? Okay, so I'm gonna keep going, get some more. Oh wait, I do want to get, oh shit, oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh wow, oh, okay, bro. So the Seven of Swords landed right on top of this devil, okay? And I find that very significant. But I also find it very significant that the Knight of Wands came out twice, as well as the Eight of Wands. Somebody has a lot of passion and a lot of desire for you, and I feel like they hide this. They hide the intense obsession for you. There's a lot of codependency. This could also be somebody who is hiding their addictions and their codependencies, like their addictions from you as well. But in the original tarot, this card, this person is protecting the other people from their own selves. And when we see the swords, this is about the mental processes, right? So this person, the deception is that he's taking away the swords from the original place because he's protecting the people from harming themselves, right? And he can't carry all of them, so there's like 2 swords on the floor. But also, you know, the fact that it does come out with the devil is like there could be very well deception here. This could be someone who is very much, or has been very much, in their in and out energies, very passionate. That we call this the playette card. This is the person that comes in for a short time, in and out. They don't stay very long, very passionate, a lot of passion, a lot of desire, and it being next to the devil and how this landed on top of there. 100% this person could be just withholding the truth about their sexuality. It could be, you know, multiple sexual partners. I don't know. This is if you know. If you don't, it doesn't matter. The truth is going to come out. The truth will be revealed to you, okay? If you are questioning, the truth is going to be revealed to you. But look at this. Whatever the truth is going to set you free, okay? Because on the other side of this truth, on the other side of this communication, on the other side of healing is the Ace of Cups, the Holy Grail. This is either new love or second chances in love. This is self-love, right? This is healing the self, loving yourself, and enters this passionate wish fulfillment, because with the Star card, this is a wish being fulfilled. Stars being aligned. Your wish is being aligned with who you are becoming when you are in the star energy. Okay? So when I say one with self, this is what I'm talking about. Self-love, focusing on your own self-healing and aligning with your truth. Then with the Eight of Wands, this is surprise communication that comes in with a lot of passion. So like I said, new person or second chances with someone who may have been in these more in and out energies, not really knowing where you stand with this person. And I'm not trying to blow smoke up anybody's ass, but this is what I'm being shown. I'm being shown here that somebody, maybe it's only one of you out there, not all of you, but somebody out here, their person is working towards releasing themselves from these bonds of addictions, temptations, codependencies, maybe even deceptive energies, and, you know, this in and out energy. This is somebody who is choosing to heal themselves, because this is the self-love that you show them. And because you stand in your self-love and your self-worth, this person wants to meet you there. Wish fulfilled. Say yes.